What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Spooky Storytime. I'm your host, Leo, and today we're going to talk about my encounter with the sleep paralysis demon known as the Hag. Now, before I begin, I just want to clarify that I love anything that's to do with nightmares and night terrors. I feel like sleeping in your bedroom is the most sacred place to be. So the fact that there is like a demon or an entity there that's haunting you or looking at you is freaking crazy, and above anything else is just freaking sinister. As you can see, I am a big fan of Freddy Krueger, which is probably the king of night terrors and sleep paralysis because the homie kills you. So we're gonna have fun today, all right? Now, the Hag has been reported back for many years, a sleep paralysis demon, or she's been reported as someone that comes visit you at night, and it's this demonic entity that pretty much causes sleep paralysis, or for you to be paralyzed when you're asleep, or for makes you feel dreadful, fearful, anxious. It just makes you feel horrible. Now, before I continue, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, hit that notification button, tell all your friends about this spooky channel. Personally, growing up, always had or suffered from sleep paralysis, which is this cause, and maybe y'all can relate, that it's just feeling of you're just stuck. You can't speak, you can't move, you can't say anything, and you just feel there's something around you, or there's someone around you, or there's something looking at you. And in some cases, some people feel that they're being lifted from the bed and they're being just thrown off their bed, which is crazy in my opinion. I personally didn't really encounter something like that, but I saw something, and it wasn't really your common story of sleep paralysis where you're laying there and you feel like something's approaching you, or something's choking you, or something's looking at you. No, I saw this thing. I made eye contact with this demon. I called it by its name in a way, and I live to tell the tale. So before I tell you everything, I'll give you some context. Back in 2019, I was going through this really bad depression. I was very anxious, depressed, and suicidal due to things that happened in my life. Long story short, I was robbed at gunpoint. I was left for dead, beat up. Best friend betrayed me, lies. All of this happened in a matter of weeks. A couple of months later, PTSD got to me, depression got to me, anxiety got to me. A couple of weeks after that, a couple of suicide attempts. As you can see, it got really dark. My life got really dark. But one night, as I was sleeping, and it wasn't in this room, I used to sleep in the back office, or what is my office now. I used to live there. I was sleeping and I had my back against the door, and all of a sudden I felt somebody was looking at me. I felt this being, this sinister being, because I felt nothing but just evil and anger just looking at me. And I opened my eyes and I looked over my shoulder, right? I looked over my shoulder and I turned around and I saw this lady crouch in the corner. Not even in the corner. She was in the middle of the room, just crouch, hugging her legs, making eye contact with me. Black hair just running down her face. And she was just staring at me. And I look at her and I just said, "It's you." Like, "Oh, it's you." Like it did, like I just said, "Oh, it's you." Like I don't know what the hell, like if I'm best friends with this thing, like if I knew this person by its name. But in reality, maybe my spirit was such in a dark place that it realized that this was a dark entity, and it didn't bother me because I already had those emotions inside of me. My spirit was like, "Oh, it's black, it's dark, it's depressed, whatever. It doesn't bother us. It's not gonna phase us." And I remember I turned back around, I closed my eyes, and then in my head I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's the Hag. It's my sleep paralysis demon." I opened my eyes, it was already daytime. It just, in a blink of an eye, it went from being dark, depressed, angry, weird, bizarre, and then I opened my eyes and it was daytime. I've had encounters, or I've experienced sleep paralysis beforehand, and it's very dreadful. Like I said, there's moments I can't move, there's moments I can't speak, I feel like I can't breathe, I feel like there's something approaching me. But in this moment, I made eye contact with this thing and was like, "Oh, it's you." And I was like, "Oh, well, I'll talk to you when I wake up." It was a crazy encounter. Now, again, I'm telling you, I was in the darkest place in my life. I was highly depressed, highly suicidal. I was not in the best place. I was on antidepressant. I was on hydroxying, which is anxiety pills. I was in a very dark place. But I encounter this demon. I encounter this being. I don't know if y'all ever encountered the hag or a sleep paralysis demon or anything that has to do with anything that causes you to feel trapped in your own body when you're trying to wake up. There's a lot of urban legends or Hispanic or Latino legends about the spirit mounting you, and it's looking at you. It wants to take over your body. It wants to eat your soul or replace, put its soul inside of you, and then cast your soul out. There's so many legends or lore all over the world about sleep paralysis demon. Now the hag, it's just literally the best way I can describe it. It's a sleep paralysis demon. It's an old lady. She appears as an old ugly lady, and she just goes and taunts you. And I felt this lady wasn't taunting me because I was already living a life of depression, a life of darkness, of anger, sadness, resentment. So it was a crazy experience I've had. Have you ever experienced something spooky like that? A sleep paralysis demon? Have you ever experienced the hag? I really would like to tell you guys that if you're experiencing any kind of sleep paralysis, any kind of moments of depression, anxiety, it's really hard. It's easier said than done, but reach out to somebody, talk to somebody, let somebody know what you're going through. Because as much as, yes, I believe that depression and all this stuff could be influenced by demonic entities, I also feel that there is hope. There's an escape. Ever since I've gotten better mentally, I've not experienced sleep paralysis or a hag. Thank God, because now that I'm in a better place, I probably would have gotten more scared. But if you're experiencing these things, reach out, talk to somebody, let somebody know you're in a safe place. Reach out to me, let me know, DM me. I want to talk to you. I want to get to know you. Guys, I'm going to end the spooky story time here. I hope you enjoyed the story, my sleep paralysis encounter, the demonic encounter of sleep paralysis. If you have any encounters with sleep paralysis demons, let me know. Write it down in the comment section down below. One of my best friends says, he says that his sleep paralysis demon hates him. And I'm like, why? He's like, because I never sleep. And I'm like, damn. Maybe that's why I haven't seen my sleep paralysis demon, because I barely ever sleep. Guys, get some sleep, drink some water, drink some coffee, whatever it is, whatever day it may be, whatever time of the day. Have a great rest of the day. Love you. God bless. Be safe. Be spooky. I'll see you guys in another episode. Bye.